God saved my life. A direct answer to thousands and thousands of prayers.
A doctor who grew up in Indiana calls this a miraculous day. Dr. Kent Brantley, infected with the often deadly Ebola virus, walked out of an Atlanta hospital today after thanking his medical team fully recovered from the disease. ABC's Jeff Zeleny reports.
Today is a miraculous day.
Dr. Kent Brantley and Nancy Wrightbull, American aid workers infected with Ebola, overcoming the odds.
I'm thrilled to be alive, to be well, and to be reunited with my family.
Released from Emory University Hospital in Atlanta after nearly 3 weeks of treatment. Now both are Ebola-free.
The medical staff here at Emory is confident that the discharge from the hospital of both of these patients poses no public health threat.
The two Americans were part of a Christian missionary to West Africa. They were infected last month while working in the Ebola ward of this field hospital in Liberia.
I woke up feeling under the weather, and then my life took an unexpected turn as I was diagnosed with Ebola virus disease.
He and Wrightbull were given an experimental drug called ZMapp and whisked from Liberia on separate flights to the U.S. So contagious, paramedics wore hazmat suits for protection. Ebola has claimed the lives of more than 1,300 people in West Africa, the deadliest outbreak in history. But with the right care, about 40% of patients survive. Wrightbull was discharged from the hospital on Tuesday. Brantley says they know they're lucky to be alive.
My dear friend Nancy Wrightbull wanted me to share her gratitude for all of the prayers on her behalf. As she walked out of her isolation room, all she could say was, "To God be the glory."
It's not yet clear if the experimental drug or their specialized care in the U.S. saved them, but Dr. Brantley called his recovery a direct answer to thousands and thousands of prayers. Jeff Zeleny, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Continuing our coverage now of Dr. Brantley's release from the hospital, teachers and staff at his high school in Indianapolis are expressing their relief today for their former student's health. Brantley graduated from Heritage Christian High School back in 1999. Our TV6 reporter Chance Walser joins us live now in the newsroom with their reaction. Chance.
I spoke with Brantley's former principal and some of his teachers who've kept a close eye on his situation for weeks. Here you see Brantley's former principal, Mr. Alan Leinbach, and his collection of newspaper clippings since the first report of Brantley's illness. Leinbach remembers Brantley as an outgoing and friendly student who had ambitions in high school of becoming a doctor and working as a missionary. He says Brantley has always been focused on his faith and was proud to hear Brantley mention it in his morning press conference.
Really, what he's been doing is putting his faith in Christ on display, not only by what he has done with the missionary work and with the Ebola patients and so forth, but he's been putting Christ on display by the way he's responded to this thing.
Again, Brantley is a 1999 Heritage Christian graduate. His teachers say he was a great student and member of the soccer team there. Live in the newsroom, Chance Walser, RTV6.